Welcome to this week's discussion on Thomas Paine's Common Sense and the Declaration of Independence, two extremely important documents from the Revolutionary era, but unfortunately not everyone sees it that way. Sophia Rosenfield, in her article, calls it a political recommendation that she goes so far as to say it is an outrageous insult on the common sense of Americans to feel the need to have to be told that they need independence. But we do know that most historians do look at these documents as extremely powerful. Lee Sigmund, who wrote about Thomas Paine's Common Sense, actually will go so far as to break it down into three very appropriate directions, and that's kind of the directions that this presentation will go in. He starts with that the English system is corrupt. He also writes that reconciliation is foolish and America should be an independent republic. Well, right at the beginning, we cannot deny the power of the Declaration of Independence. As Peter Onoff writes, it is a self-enacting claim in the openings that's found in the opening sentences. And we know that those powerful opening words that all men are created equal by their creator. An extremely powerful, powerful line. Now, while that is very direct and powerful to hit, as we're going to see, Jefferson is more direct and Paine is more subtle. Subtlety of Paine goes to the effect that he talks that the exalting of one man above others cannot be justified on the equal rights of nature. Paine also talks that the thirst of absolute power is the natural disease of the monarchy, setting the stage for the problems that having a king will be, while Jefferson points out all are created as one and equal. Then we move into a evidence phase. Again, Jefferson, much more direct, much more powerful in what he writes, as he puts things as such as a long train of abuses and usurpations, keeping a standing army, dissolving representative assemblies, or taxation without consent. For Jefferson, it is a line-by-line item receipt of the actions of the king. For Paine, more general. The king's support of Parliament, the use of the military against the colonies, or the rejection of colonial petitions. He doesn't get as specific or as direct as we see with Jefferson. And then we have the closing. And the closing is perhaps, I think, for the Declaration, the most important. Everything else lays out the evidence. This is why the king is a tyrant, trying to establish that biblical connection that once we establish he is a tyrant and we prove it, we have proven why we have to act. Now we are acting. And for Jefferson, he writes, we are now a free and independent state. And in that, he goes so far as to say we can enter into treaties, we can have aid, we can have people come and help us. For Paine, again, it is subtle, where he talks about it is absurd in supporting a continent to be perpetually governed by an island, that we should not be holding on to the control of an island that is across the ocean from us, but we should be independent. And while I feel that both Common Sense and the Declaration of Independence is both very powerful in its nature, for me, I think the most powerful document comes from Thomas Paine's The Crisis. And the line for me that I'm going to end with that I think is the most powerful, that describes the American way in the Revolution and this country, even up to now. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of this country, but he that stands by it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. And while both pushed for independence, it's here where Paine taps into the true sense of America.